I'm not giving up on anything. I'm just not happy.
Oh, Alan Lichtman. Where did things go so wrong? In case you're not familiar with Mr. Lichtman here, let's start from the beginning.
He's been called the Nostradamus of elections. He's correctly predicted 9 of the last 10. I'm talking about Professor Alan Lichtman. He says his 13 keys are how he makes his predictions for the White House.
My prediction, based on the keys to the White House system, which has been right for 40 years, is that we are going to have a precedent-breaking president, that Kamala Harris will become the first woman president of the United States.
Right, for 40 years. You see, he's conveniently brushing off the 2000 election under the rug when Al Gore lost to George W. Bush. His reasoning being that Florida cheated in the way the ballots were tallied. But this video is about the 2024 election, where he definitely got it all wrong. In this video, we're going to have a look at his election night stream and his very slow acceptance that Kamala Harris, his predicted winner, was not just going to lose the Electoral College, but also the popular vote to Donald J. Trump.
No, the New York Times is not letting me look at Florida. I guess they don't think it's a swing state.
Really? I just want to give a quick pep talk to everybody out there. Everybody take a deep breath. Kamala Harris is going to win this election.
Okay, deep breath taken. Okay, deep breath taken. Kamala Harris is going to win. Kamala Harris is going to win.
Miami-Dade just come in plus 11 for Trump.
Uh-oh. But that's still early.
That's not good.
No. 61% for Biden, 36% for Trump in
Am I doing
2020.
my math right? 25 points ahead.
Yes.
Harris is 32 points ahead.
Okay.
That's a good sign. I think she's going to win Georgia.
First, he thinks Florida's a swing state. Next, he thinks Georgia's already a lock for Kamala Harris.
I'm not
78%.
ready to call
All right,
Virginia.
we're
I
not
mean, 90% confident, but that's not good enough.
no, we're not calling Virginia, folks.
I'm almost ready to call Pennsylvania, frankly.
What? You're crazy,
I
man.
know.
I agree with his son here. He is definitely crazy.
Not based on this, but based on the differences. Remember, Biden won Pennsylvania by 80,000 votes. And
Right.
maybe it's early, maybe it'll diminish, but she's way ahead of his numbers. I'm almost ready to call Pennsylvania, to be honest with
You're
you.
nuts, dude. You're nuts.
You can just see the oozing optimism in his face.
I know I can't,
You're nuts.
but not based on the vote, but based on how far ahead she is compared to Biden.
Okay, mark
Maybe
it.
Trump will be equally ahead when the red counties come in. So who knows?
All right, mark this down, somebody in the chat. At 8:22 Eastern, Alan Lichtman said that he's almost ready to call Pennsylvania.
Not really.
That's
Don't take.
remarkable. That's remarkable.
Truly remarkable.
Are you worried about Michigan or not? Not yet.
But everything. This
Well,
is a real nail biter. And, leaving aside the keys, I cannot imagine why Trump has this kind of support after totally unraveling the last 2 weeks. It's
but
hard
like,
to
but like you say, that stuff doesn't matter.
know. That's why I said stepping outside the keys.
Uh, it was Trump 69.97% and Joe Biden 28.6% in Lycoming
Won by
County.
41 points. He's
Right.
now up 26 points. I, maybe I'm dreaming,
Yeah.
but results are looking very good for Harris, I have to
Okay.
say. Underperforming, and she's overperforming, and he won the state by 80,000 votes.
Right.
I
All right.
don't see how Trump wins that state, even though the New York Times has him projected to win by 4/10 of a point, which is meaningless.
One common theme over the election night is that he was very adamantly against sites such as New York Times and Decision Desk on who they were projecting to win certain states.
But remember, if you're a Harris supporter, she didn't need to win Georgia.
No,
Okay, it looks like we're at the night where he's finally conceded Georgia.
What do you think happened in Georgia? How did Trump pull that off but not Harris? Too many white voters or something, you think?
I have no idea.
So 2020, Donald Trump won 53 to 45.
7 points, right? He's now up 4 points. I don't get it. Why they think Trump's going to win Pennsylvania.
I'm not worried about Pennsylvania. I think Pennsylvania is looking good for Harris.
This was also a common theme over the election night. They could not grasp that Trump was making grounds on Kamala Harris's early votes that were counted, and he was clearly reducing the deficit and quite quickly.
I do too. But I'm saying the New York Times gives a slight edge to Trump, and I don't understand that.
Yeah, I wouldn't read into that too much. Georgia is 79% in now, Dad. With 51% for Trump, 47% Harris.
Don't see it.
Yeah, how is it? There's only 20% of the vote left.
Yeah, I don't see it.
All right, we're calling it. Georgia's red. Sorry, folks. We're gonna have to wait a little longer for
Yeah.
Wisconsin. Uh-oh, PA just went red.
Uh-oh.
He just went up, huh?
Yeah. I think she's gonna win Michigan and PA.
Wisconsin's a toss-up.
Wisconsin, not sure. Trump is now ahead in Iowa.
Who is?
Trump with 49%. Should we call it?
Yep. Ugh,
You could just see the disgust in his face.
It's all right.
very scary.
It's pretty scary. Yeah.
Philadelphia's only 56% in.
She's gonna win PA.
She's only 45% in. I just think she's going to win Pennsylvania.
I do too. She's gonna win PA.
He's only up by 100,000 votes.
I love how earlier in the night he loved Kamala Harris's chances of winning Pennsylvania because of how far ahead she was. And now he likes her chances because she's only down by 100,000 votes.
Right. Everybody in the chat is dooming and saying Trump's won, Trump's won. That's not true, guys. He has not won.
While it is true at this point in the night, it was not guaranteed win for Trump yet. It was looking quite good for him at this point in time.
He needs to win one of these 3 states or else he loses basically. So he has not won yet. Don't forget 2016, 2020 at this time in the election night we were also confused about what the hell was about to happen. So
The key difference is that many of these states were counting their early votes early in the night rather than overnight like they did back in 2020.
I don't see any much margin left for Trump there.
no, Trump's maxed out.
Biggest counties are 80, 92, 84, 87, 95, 95, 71, 85.
Yeah, I think he's maxed out.
Easily she can make up 100,000 votes.
Oh yeah. No, I think she's gonna win PA.
She can make them up in Philadelphia alone.
God, so many trolls donating and being like the keys are wrong. Guys, the election is. You realize the election's not over, right? Just want to put that out there.
Pennsylvania's looking iffy.
And now reality is starting to set in.
You think so?
72% in. Trump is 200,000 votes ahead.
What the fudge? Don't give up on Pennsylvania yet.
Okay, maybe not.
I'm not giving up on anything. I'm just not happy.
Right. Michigan has gone red.
Wow.
I mean,
It's only 38% in though.
38% in, yeah. 80% in Pennsylvania, and his lead grew.
It's very, very, very difficult.
Oh my goodness.
I don't get it.
The only thing that could be happening is that we're wrong about this absentee voting thing.
That's not the only thing you're wrong about.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. As well we could be.
Talk to the people, Dad. Tell them your thoughts.
At this point in the night, his son had to use the restroom, and Alan Lichtman is so dejected at this point that he just sits in silence for 2 to 3 minutes while his son is gone.
It's up 4 points in Wisconsin, 75% of the votes in.
He's up how many points?
4 points.
Hmm.
Not looking good.
Yeah.
Baldwin is losing by 2.5 points.
It's not over yet, though, Dad. It's not over
I know
yet.
it's not over. We're running out of votes.
I agree. At a certain point, the math,
The math just is the math.
yeah. I mean, hours ago, people were screaming at us not to call Georgia, but yeah, there was no math there.
There was no math.
Yeah.
We go by the math.
Yeah.
We don't go by our instincts.
Really now.
Don't go by our preferences. We give you it straight.
Right.
We've been way ahead of everyone.
Right.
I think I might have talked about that while you were gone.
Oh. I don't know, man. I'm starting to get nervous.
Democratic counties are pretty much in.
I'm starting to get a little nervous.
Yeah,
She needs to make up 170,000 votes.
I don't see it. The big Democratic counties are mostly in.
No, well, yeah.
I just don't see it.
This is the first moment of the night where I've lost hope a little bit.
Too. Anything in Nevada?
Nope.
Well, if she loses Pennsylvania, it doesn't
Doesn't
matter.
matter. Yeah.
You know what's going to happen if Trump wins? He's not going to serve out the term, and you'll have J.D. Vance as president.
Why don't you think he'll serve out the term?
I don't think his health will hold up for 4 years. Or he'll just be a figurehead. He's not going to actually govern. J.D. Vance will be governing.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the same shit they say about Biden. I don't know.
I like how the Democrats are all of a sudden now caring about the age of the president, when up to just a few months ago, we were told Biden was perfectly healthy and cognitive and was as sharp as a tack.
No, they didn't say that about Biden till very recently. This is ahead of time.
They, as in the Democrats, weren't saying that. The Republicans were saying it from the beginning.
The Harris campaign co-chair is speaking right now. They're saying we still believe we have votes to count. We still have states that have not been called yet. We will continue overnight to fight to make sure that every vote is counted. Not a very reassuring speech.
No, to say the least.
Harris will not make any sort of address or statement tonight.
Good thing she shouldn't.
Yeah, she shouldn't. And that was it, and he's off. Yikes, dude! He made like a 5-minute, not like a 30-second speech.
A lot of people are saying we should keep up our channel, and I agree with that,
Yeah, of course.
no matter what happens.
I think she lost.
Running out of Pennsylvania, yep. It's not changing.
I hate to say that because I've been hopeful all night, but I think she lost.
I do too.
And he finally admits that she lost.
I'm kind of in shock right now. I've been
Our country.
I've been hopeful this whole time.
I know you've been more hopeful than me.
I think it's gone. It's just not. There's just not enough room to make up. The math isn't there.
No, the math doesn't work. Numbers don't lie. I'm a numbers guy. You're a numbers guy. Once democracy's gone, it's almost impossible to recover.
I mean, I
Only
don't.
way
I'm holding out hope.
to
I'm hoping
recover
that
is by losing the dictators losing wars.
I'm holding out hope. I'm hoping that he serves his term and he leaves and we never have to deal with him again. But I just can't wrap my mind around how that many people can just ignore all the shit he did in 2020. I just can't wrap my
All
mind
the
around
things
that.
he said, he
It's
had
not
a
even.
total meltdown in the last 2 weeks.
It's not even. That's not even it. It's not about the things that he said. Nobody gives a shit about that, obviously, or else he would have lost.
Big. He would have lost big.
And that's why I got upset last week because I just feel like it's this constant over and over again. Trump said this, and not enough on what he actually did.
I agree. Heard me say this 100 times. Democracy is precious, but like all precious things, it can be destroyed, and typically destroyed from within. And throughout the 21st century, democracy has been in decline everywhere around the world, and America has now fallen in step.
The American people democratically elected Donald J. Trump, so that means democracy is now gone. Need I remind you that Kamala Harris didn't receive a single vote to be the Democrat nominee?
He might win the popular vote.
It's possible. That
Holy
would be
shit.
incredible.
It will be incredible, and it was.
Where are you seeing this?
90%, 92% in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
The margin is now 120,000.
Ah, I see he's still holding a sliver of hope for Pennsylvania.
No, it's 215,000.
Oh, you're right.
It's gone up.
Oh my God, he's expanded it. My message to all of you is never lose hope, never stop fighting. Democracy is worth saving, and it will only be saved if we all fight for it. There are still, more than 100 million of us who still believe in democracy, even if it didn't go the way you expected tonight. Don't despair. Keep up the fight, especially you young people. The future is still in your hands. Good night. Good night, Sam.
Good night.
In summary, Lichtman's keys to the White House philosophy is either flawed or his bias toward Kamala Harris allowed himself to give her too many keys than she should have been given, allowing her to be his predicted winner. Or he'll spin this like he did back in 2000 and say it wasn't a proper election somehow. Either way, I want to thank you all for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.